Hi, Loretta here, HeartBreath Therapist. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm talking about rebirth. I'm trying to find a word that would encompass everything that's been happening, not only with clients, but with myself, and rebirth was a perfect word for it. And just so happens that when I pulled my card from my oracle this morning, I got this card and the topic, rebirth. So everything worked out perfectly. This deck here has been amazing. I've been using it for about a year and have had 100% accuracy every time that I use it in my client sessions. So I do it for myself sometimes too when I need that little extra support about getting clear about what I'm talking about, what I'm sharing, and how to share it. So this particular card has 5 topics that I want to talk about creating change and creating evolution within yourself, which is the rebirthing. If you're in a state right now where you're feeling a little lost and disconnected, where you're feeling less satisfied with the roles that you play and or the way that you play them, it's often because we've outgrown them, and there's an opportunity to create change, a rebirthing of self, if you will, and utilizing the skills and tools that we've learned in order to move forward. So I'm going to use this card to be concise, because I can tend to talk a lot about what it is that I do because I love it so much, and I'm in constant state of evolution. That reminds me that I'm going to add in here really quickly, talking about evolution. If you're looking to create more ease and grace with your emotions and looking to support other people, your clients, your family, with more ease and grace with their emotions, June 18th, I am doing a 7-day challenge. And I'm going to teach you how to do a heart shift for yourself. Each day I'm going to be adding a next layer of peace. So they're going to be under 4-minute videos. And at the end of it, you're not only going to know how to do it, you're going to experience what it's like, and then also be able to teach other people. So if you've not hit the subscribe button, please do. Okay, that's my plug. I am now going to talk about rebirthing. So if you're living into a state of being in your life right now that is not serving you anymore, where you're feeling tired, burnt out, exhausted, cycles of dis-ease in your life, this video is going to be super helpful for you to have some reflection. So I just want you to think about for a moment, is there space right now in your life for change? And when I say space for it, meaning that there's a desire for the change and you need to create space for it. Because if you're anything like me, or you're a practitioner, a mother, you're somebody who is always helping other people, we need to ensure that we're creating space for ourselves to stay full, stay inspired. Because if we're not in that place, then we cannot give from the place in which that we are inspired to do. So this is really about stepping into an evolution of care within yourself so that you can continue to thrive and grow in a way that feels useful. That can be scary. So I'm going to share some 5 little pieces here that will support you to make it less scary and more easeful. The first point that I want to talk about is the honoring natural cycles. When we're feeling a death or a darkness or a depth of energy that we're feeling called to move out of, or something is dying, there's a grieving period, an allowance period that we need to let ourselves have. It's a natural cycle. Everything is on a cycle from death to birth, or birth to death, however you want to look at it. And so when we honor that natural cycle, much like the salmon in here, when salmon spawn and they lay their eggs, they die. This was a very hard lesson for me to learn, because I used to live by a river and I was throwing salmon back in until somebody was asking me like what the heck I was doing. It was a moment that I'm not proud of in some ways, but proud in others. I wanted to save the salmon, but the salmon actually were set up to die. And so sometimes when we get to that place where we're setting ourselves up to die, it's because something actually incredibly beautiful is about to be birthed. And I'm meaning a proverbial death, not a real death necessarily. So I just want to talk a little bit about those natural cycles and how important they are. The second part is about balancing the giving and receiving. If you're anything like me, you do a lot more giving than you do of receiving. So the receiving needs to be intentional and set out so that you can keep your cup full. If the cup gets depleted too many times and we just keep giving, filling a little, and then keep giving, what happens? Burnout. So we need to make sure that we have a disciplined practice that is routine in our lives, where we're we're filling our cup and we have the right support systems in place to do that. The next part is understanding nature's intelligence. So nature is a powerful tool for learning and connection. I just finished up the Lead with Heart program, which the last module is all about using nature's intelligence to heal and to use our heart energy to fill our cup. So using that natural intelligence to ensure that we are in our wellness and well-being. The next part is that you are in rhythm with life. So if there is a piece of you that feels like it's depleting, feels like it's like dead, like the label, that constriction that we're in does not feel serving anymore, there is a rhythm to that, an honoring of that. And part of that honoring is to create the change where we feel more inspiration. That can be scary because if we change, that means other things will have to change. And yes, that is part of evolution, is that there is a ripple effect. However, when we do it from an empowered place, the impact exterior is less. The last part, which is super important, is about move with your body and dance. Your body has a natural rhythm, your heart inside of it. It has a natural flow, different seasons, different ages, different callings, different connections. All of this is a rhythm. The more we tune into our heart and our breath and we become aware of our body, the more powerful we can move and dance with life. So that is my video today. I tried to do it under 5 minutes. We're at 6.5. Hit the subscribe button. I've got another really juicy one coming next week, and I'll bring in the cards again to support a more concise message. Really, this is for you. So if you have anything that you want to add or anything that you want to hear about, put it in the comments below, and I'll make sure in the weeks to come to talk about it. Have a great day.